Hello, friends, and welcome to John Talks. So, you're used to Goblin. Today we're not doing any juggling. This time you're getting me. I'm John. Hi. And I don't really want to talk to you as Goblin, because Goblin is cool. He's a character I play on the internet. He's pretty close to me. He's actually like kind of 18-year-old me, so like it's a part of me, but I want to communicate as me for the day. So I'm gonna do me, and that's gonna be great. So, and there's a reason for this. I've just turned 30. I'm just back from my birthday trip to Disneyland. It was sweet. It kind of wasn't. Disneyland's terrible. I mean, I love Disneyland, but the people there. Ugh. Anyways, so I want to talk to you guys as me, as a 30-year-old human being who has thought about some things. And for me, the reason I communicate to you guys, to the internet, as 18-year-old me, is 18-year-old me had a lot more confidence. It's a weird thing about getting older. Suddenly you don't believe in yourself anymore. Or at least for me, that's how it worked out. I got to a certain age and all of a sudden I wasn't Goblin anymore. I was this other human who had like faults and did stuff wrong, and that was weird. But I've gotten kind of used to it, and I want to talk about the process I went through when I sort of realized that, and some of the reasons that I started thinking about that problem. So, I mean, I think the core part of this, and one of the things that got me thinking about it the most, is when I stopped being completely straight. I like both sides of the equation. That's fine. It's modern, whatever. More on the straight side, but still, like, I started dating people that weren't always female, so that was an experience, and that changes the way you think about yourself. Society all of a sudden doesn't agree with everything that you do. You're not part of the majority. So that was part of it. And then we had the whole, being polyamorous, open relationship thing. And like that's another thing where it's like, okay, it's more left field in a lot of ways than even being non-straight is at this point in time, right? Gay marriage is a thing, but if you look at marriage between multiple people, that's less of a thing. All of a sudden we're talking about polygamy, which is a really different thing, but that's all of a sudden where the conversation is. So as I started getting towards understanding that was part of who I am, being non-straight and being, polyamorous, that started making me question, like, what is my self-worth? How do I establish confidence in myself? And there's other stuff here too, right? Like, as growing up, I had a lot of self-confidence based off of the confidence my family put into me. So it's not really self-confidence. I had confidence as a result of the people around me. And I was really lucky to get that. I had a very supporting family around me, and I wouldn't give that up for the world. But at some point, that changed, and there were events around that, but I don't really want to go into those. Regardless, suddenly I didn't have the same confidence that I used to have based off of the confidence other people put into me. When you have somebody who's accomplished, an adult, somebody you respect that says, I believe in you, that's valuable. Look at what teachers do. Having a teacher that says to you, hey, I believe you're smart and you can do this, is really valuable. By the way, I think you're smart and you can do this. So, I mean, that's valuable, though, outside of the sort of jokey context I just put it in. Having outside support goes a long way. When that outside support stops working to convince you that everything's good and that you're good, you have to find a different way to find value. And when that's in the context of, oh, now I'm not like part of the mainstream society, I don't conform to the general standard of what a relationship should look like, or I don't conform to dating the proper gender of people proper. That becomes hard. You have to find a different way to find value in yourself. And for me, that's been probably a 5-year struggle now where I've been thinking about this problem of how do I find self-worth? What makes me a worthwhile human? And I don't have firm answers, but I can say that being a good father has helped. Right? And I think I do an okay job at it. I don't think I'm the best parent ever, but like, my kid does all right. She's smart. I like her. And other people like her. Cool. There's some value. Doing well at my job. Being able to put in a good day's work and come home and say, yeah, got it. Like, that's valuable. And that helps me to find value in myself. But all that only goes so far. At the end of the day, there's this intangible thing where you actually believe in yourself. You say, you know what? I'm a good human being and people should like me and hang out. I see that in myself still. Asking people to just hang out, right? As a parent of 9 years now, it's weird to finally have a little bit of time to get to go see some friends. And it's gotten weird for me to actually ask people to spend time with me. I feel like I'm imposing on them. And that's a weird thing because when I was 18, I never felt like I was imposing. This is like, you want to hang out? If you don't, you'll just say no, I'm cool, or move on with it. But me as the human I am now, like that's part of the thought process I go through when I think about asking somebody to hang out. How do you get past that? I don't know exactly. I think I'm working through it. I'm getting better about it, mainly because I ask people to hang out and they say yes, and I'm like, oh, cool, I don't suck. Yeah, cool, maybe I'm not terrible. But I think this is a struggle that a lot of people have. I mean, I think if you're extroverted, which I wouldn't say I'm necessarily extroverted, I do a good impression, but really I like more time to myself. I think that's a harder problem. If you're an extrovert, it's like, yeah, do all the things, let's hang out with all the people, but it's a weird combination. Introverted, polyamorous, non-straight. I don't know what that means exactly, but it adds to the problem of finding self-confidence. So I don't have firm answers for you here, but I wanted to tell you sort of about the journey I've been on. So that's a little bit of it. You know a little bit more about me now, and I hope that's worth something. And I would say this, the key to self-confidence is just to believe that you're worthwhile. I think everybody is. Everybody has something to contribute. Um, and we find it by just doing the thing, right? We go out and we share our experiences, and at some point, you realize that a lot of people like to hear us talk. I'm getting there. When I talk to people, even doing this, I realize that people want to come out and watch me talk on the internet, and that's valuable. Like for me, like I don't actually care if you like what I say, but the fact that you watch my videos, watch me juggle, is really valuable from a confidence perspective. So I'd encourage you to go try those things too, right? Put yourself out there. You're going to find there's a lot of people who like you and want to hear you talk. And you got the internet. So even if it's only, 5 or 10 people a week that want to come see you talk, that's really valuable and it will build confidence. Like, oh, my opinion matters. Somebody actually cares. Maybe it doesn't really matter in the scope of things. Mine certainly doesn't, but I think there's still value there. So, anyways, thank you for listening to me talk. Next time you won't see me ranting about stuff about me. We're going to do some juggling. Sorry about missing my release date. I kind of recorded a rant that was like 15 minutes long that I didn't like, so we threw that out. Now I'm going to release this instead on a Thursday, so you'll get that. I was in Disneyland too. I mentioned that. So, anyways, we're back on schedule now. There'll be a couple performances coming your way here in the very near future, and I hope you will enjoy them. Oh, I need more music. So, if you're watching this still, please, can I have musics? Tell me what to juggle to, because I need to record more stuff, and it'll be awesome. I hope you have a good one, and, push the subscribe button right over there. It's right about there. If you push that button, then you'll get to see actual juggling, which is fun. Have a good one.